I live in Texas since I was like 7, if I'm not mistaken. I think coming and going back because of my surgeries, but everything stopped when I was like 7 years old because the doctor said I needed to go to school and learn to be independent. So how many of you have seen me around? Probably. So, yeah, like.
I have.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you, everyone. And this is my first time, so sorry. I may sound a little nervous, but okay. So I came to tell you a little bit about myself. So my story starts in Mexico. When I was 2.5 years old, so it started like this. My grandma and my mother were, I think, eating dinner if I'm not mistaken, and I was, in my mom's lap, and I think I was falling asleep. So my grandma told my mother, go to put your child to sleep because and then come so we can have like a mother and daughter. So, and she agreed. So she did what mothers do, bathe their baby and then put them to bed. My brothers were doing their homework and the TV was on, and my mom told my brothers, who by then they were like little, like I would not say like preteens, like maybe they were like 13, 14, 15. I don't know. Anyway, so my mom told them, here's your little brother, take good care of him. So they said yes, no problem. And after they were doing their homework, they turned out after this. So they finished doing their homework, and then they went to play, and they locked the door. Now I don't know why. Maybe they forgot. I'm not sure actually why they did that, but I don't know how they happened. But the candle. See, in Mexico, in some parts we don't have what you call it, like electricity. Yeah. So we have to put candles for to have light. So anyway, and we put them on bricks, so I don't know how that the candle fell, and because the TV was on, so it made the fire, worse. So this happened when I was 2.5 years old, and they had to knock the house down in order to get me out. My cousin, he risked himself. He went to the house and grabbed me, and because of him, I'm here. So anyway, I went to the Shriners Hospital. Maybe you have heard about that. So then the doctors in Mexico, they did not know what to do, because in Mexico, the medical equipment, it's not, it's not like here. So they didn't know what to do. So they decided to send me here to USA. So they did. And I came here in the airplane called Michino. It's an airplane that helps, that goes to countries like Mexico and picks up burn to get treatment. Sorry. Anyway, so I came here and the doctors they said that I'll not be able to speak, eat, or even you know just to just not to be here at all. They gave me a few hopes. They said that I was gonna die because of the situation I was. And my mom said that I would, because they ask you they ask you, do you want your son to keep living or do you want to disconnect him, so he doesn't suffer more. So I'm sure you guys can imagine it was tough to make the decision. It was tough. It was tough for my mom to make the decision. My mother chose to disconnect me, but my father he chose not to. So the doctors they decided to go for my father, so they did not disconnect me. And I don't remember much, because I was a baby by then, and I was, it was like not dead, but I was like, wounded. I don't know what you call it, maybe like a coma. Semi-conscious, yeah. And so like I did not, remember much. But what I do remember is when I was like 6 or 7 years old, because, I healed from those, not fully healed, but it wasn't like bad as the first time I came. So, in China, I had good memories. The doctors, they treat us good, almost like they're taking care of their son, if you know what I mean. It's like, so, they always made us feel like we were in home, So, one of them, there were many, but one of them that I remember was Dr. Wong. Dr. Wong he was actually from China, if I'm not mistaken. And he did most of my surgeries. And he loved us like a father, Like, he would tell the nurse that, I want to, I want you to take juice to him, or I want you to, give him something after he wakes up from anesthesia, and the nurses did it. And Dr. Won also how so sometimes doctors, they do surgery and then that's it, they just do surgery and then a nurse usually reports to them, But Dr. Won, he wanted to see it for himself. He was like it won't matter how long it'll take him, he'll make us wait, and he will see it for himself, and he'll say, good then, So that's a good memory I have about Dr. Won. He passed away, unfortunately, and let me tell you, when he passed away, all my hopes were kind of gone, because when you get to know somebody for a long time, especially the way he treated us, it's hard to let go. But I haven't given up, Also, so I know this is you're getting to be in medical, if I'm not mistaken. So let me give you a few tips. Yeah, tips to be a good nurse, doctor, whatever you plan to be. So first, you have to first you have to be patient, of course, and second, make your patient feel like like you care for him. What I mean about this is like, for example, let's say one of your family members is sick, right? You will take care of them, like, like you'll do anything, So treat a patient like that, like, treat them like they're almost like your family members. I mean, I'm not saying they're your family members, but treat them like make them feel like, that, don't do it just because, I'm gonna get money, or because, I know everything is money in this life, I know, but you want to make that people, the patient, feel like you actually care for them, and that you actually understand their problem, and that's all I have to share for them. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, you can ask. I'll be happy to answer.
Was it very difficult learning how to speak or relearning how to speak?
So I don't really remember how it was. I think it was a little difficult. I mean, I don't know when I started speaking, to be honest. I just remember one day I said, Mom, this, Mom, that. Like, I don't actually remember, like, the process of me starting to speak. But I imagine, because my mom was there, so I imagine that it must have been difficult because she had to tell me, like, she and the therapist. Yeah. They had to work hard, and imagine it was difficult.
I hear you have a computer. How do you use a computer?
So, a computer, we use this software. I think that was called. It's called JAWS, and it's, it's not hard to use, but I can understand it'll be annoying sometimes, You have to hear someone speaking, for a lot, So it's like, but let me tell you, but it helps a blind person really good because, it gives them the opportunity, to use computer just like a normal person would do, Sometimes, like if a blind goes to a public school, and they have that computer, you can, people who are not used to it, they can probably get annoying because they're not used to speech, but it's very good, and I think that you should look for jobs and learn about it, if you want.
And research.
Yeah, research. Any more questions?
I knew the doctor you were talking about. When I had cancer, he was the one who created me as well. I had leukemia when I was 3, and the only doctor that I really liked there was that doctor, Dr. 1, I think. That's
it. It was like a hero for me. He was like almost like a father. He was like a father. So I understand, what you mean. So thank you. I don't know how to say. Anyone else?
I have a question, Zaid. How difficult was it to learn how to walk and do things for yourself, and who helped you with that?
So actually I do remember that a little bit. First, I had to use leg brace. I think that's what you call them. I was thinking, that, it was really hard because, I say like, I wasn't like, I don't know to explain it. Because of the, it's like when you're waking up, and you work days, like days like, not days like days, like weeks. No, I mean days like,
Your balance is a little off.
yes, and my mom gave me energy though. She's like, she was like, come on, say, I know you can do it. And I was like, no, I cannot. Yeah. They're like, no, mommy, I'm tired. Yeah, it's okay, you can do it. And the therapist said, come on, say, because back then I spoke Spanish, so they say, tú puedes, you will. I was like, okay, so, so it was tough for me. I remember feeling pain actually one time because, like I said, I wasn't used to work, most of the time I was in a stroller, but yeah, when that came, but fortunately though, it's hard the first time, but I guess like if you practice every day, and that's what will help me, so, you get used to it, and you don't get tired as much. So that's why now I walk, a lot. And usually sometimes I walk fast, so. So.
Zaid, how do you eat? Tell me about that.
Alright, so for this, I have special utensils. There is so, let me tell you, so when I went to blind school, because that's one of the reasons I went to the blind school, actually I went here, not here, but I went to Galveston public school when I was like, I started pre-K, so I don't know what age that was. Anyway, they did not know how to make me independent, so I remember third grade, they were talking about me going to a school that people cannot see and blah, blah. At first I didn't want to because I was too close to my mom. I was like, we were like inseparable, if you know what I mean, because we were used to being together a lot. So when you're used to somebody and you suddenly you're taken away, it's really hard, So also they told me, here you learn how to be independent, and not only that, but you get to improve your English, and think about all the things you can do. My mom told me about it too, and I'm like, no, but finally, but they already have made a decision for me, I don't know what they were telling me because, they already made a decision, I guess to inform me. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I went to the blind school, when I was 9 years old, and that's how I learned to speak English actually, right there. And it was a good decision. I appreciate it this day because, they taught me to be independent there. They told me how to use the cane, how to, do stuff I do now. They taught me voiceover. They taught me computer stuff, how to use an iPad, how to use all these, And they taught me other things. And one of them was how to be independent. So maybe I got off topic, but here's how I answer your questions. So this OT person, first of all, does anyone know what OT is?
No.
Wait, is it wait,
Occupational
So OT, yeah. So this, by the way, he was also Chinese. And but he was 40, I think. Anyway, his name was Roger, and his last name was Toy. Actually, it's funny when you spell it because it's like toy, like when you play, but it's spelled differently, I think. But it's pronounced like I don't know. Anyway, so Mr. Toy, he made me special utensils for spoon and some knife, but then we decided that the knife was kind of tricky, but who knows? We might even though I'm in blind school, some teachers think for me good things that I don't know about, Anyway, the OT person made me a special fork, special spoon, and he told me to try it. I was like, nah. Because you have to understand, I was used to, being fed by people, because that's how I ate most of the time. My mom, anyone who fed me was like my hands, my feeding tools, and so I was used to it, but Mr. Toy said, no, you need to learn how to eat. You learn how to eat. So it's fine. So I took the special spoon and special fork. And you know what? It was like, because I liked it actually. And when somebody was like, how you eat? You want me to feed you? I was like, Mom, no, I know to eat. And I was like, what do you mean you know how to eat? Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, it depends, here, it's chicken tenders. In Mexico, it's another food called pozole. It's really good, yeah. But mostly I like Indian food. I don't know why.
Curry?
Huh?
Curry? Like curry?
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 What do you mean curry? No, I mean like from India. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I like, there's some place I never had, so I made, you know what, when I go to Indian, not India, sorry, restaurant, to Indian food, I never ask so much curry, because I heard about it, but
I hear you like Starburst.
oh, yeah. Actually, to be honest, I like all kind of candy, like everything is better, but yeah, one of my
You love Starburst?
Yes.
I'll take these with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I hear you brought some things for the students to do, that you're going to teach them how to do things.
Yes, so we're gonna do a fun activity. I think it's fun, and I hope you get the experience, that will teach you, how to, I say, not be successful. I say be successful, but more like, so you get the experience what blind people we feel, or So anyway, let's get to it.
Any more questions? One more question.
So, if you were to feel any emotion really, but you felt sad at a time, how would you cry?
Okay, so let me explain that. So I have eyes, but the thing is, so when I was when the accident happened, the doctors they shut the eyes down. So what this means that they cover it with skin. So under this skin, there's still eyes there, and that's why I think that's one of the reasons. I'm not sure, but back then the eyes got damaged, because of the fire. But now, and it started when I was 11 years old, if I'm not mistaken. I was putting the dishes up, I clean after myself too. So I was just putting my dish in the dishwasher. When suddenly I stopped and the teacher said, "Did you saw me?" I was like, see me, sorry, I'm not sure. "Did you see me?" And no, I think I did, but I don't remember. So, my eyes, I don't know, they start to see, see more. I cannot see colors or stuff, but, so, to answer your question, so, I can tell when I cry because I feel, liquid in the eyes, and I feel with my hands, and I feel like how, tears are dropping,
Yeah.
And sometimes tears fall. I don't know if it may happen to people, I'm not sure, but it happens to me sometimes where I cry too much and it falls into my mouth and you can actually taste it.
Really?
So,
Yeah. Like salty.
yeah, and so I oh yeah, I'm crying, and so that's how I can tell that I'm crying. Like if I feel like liquid in my eyes, or if I feel something going to my mouth, oh yes, I'm crying. So yes, if that answers your question.
It does, thank you.
Did you ever have difficulty hearing throughout your life?
I don't remember. I think maybe when the accident happened, but I wasn't unconscious, so maybe they fixed it by then, and I just don't remember.
So you can hear really good?
Yeah, I can hear really good. They took. It's funny because they took the ears, but they let a hole, so I can still hear through those holes, and so it's I don't know, it's Skype either, because it's amazing how they did it,
Yeah.
I even think, sometimes I even think myself is a phenomenon because I just don't, I don't have, exactly answers for some, things about me that, I even asked my mom, I don't know, they just did it.